Hello everybody, welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to my June haul. June I went a little crazy. It was the Target 2-for-1 sale and I had a lapse of blackout judgment. Just kidding, I just went a little crazy. Mostly because I went back like 3 times, and the last time I went back was to buy a bunch of Testadaires for my Testadaire read-along. And I had to get to $35, so I ended up I had to buy it because they're mass markets, so they're cheaper than like indies. I had to buy a bunch, so I ended up getting 6 on the last one. But so we'll just go over those because obviously, and then the great thing about Target is if you search, you can get a lot of indies. And then I also just bought one on Amazon because there's a book. I want to own all of my favorite books from last year, and it'll be the same next year. And so one book was one that I needed to own. It was the only one I think I still didn't have from last year. So these are the 6 historicals. We're just going to go. So I've heard nothing but great things about The Bride Goes Rogue by Joanna Shoup. This is the 3rd book in the Fifth Avenue Rebels. I still have to read the 2nd book, The Lady Gets Lucky. It's still on my TBR for June. I'm hopeful that I will get to it before the end of the month. But yeah, so The Bride Goes Rogue. And then I honestly really enjoyed The Heiress Hunt, which is the 1st book in the Fifth Avenue Rebels. A lot of people don't like it. I really enjoyed it. So I bought this one too. So I have read this one. I have not read this one. So we'll read the back of this one. I should have done that earlier. A hard-hearted tycoon, a romantic dreamer, an engagement set up to fail. The charismatic but vivacious Catherine Delafield should be married by now. Her father arranged an engagement to the much sought-after tycoon Preston Clark ages ago. The only problem is Preston refuses to acknowledge it. But this isn't going to stop Catherine from living life to the fullest as she ditches all silly notions of love and marriage and sets out to sample all excitement New York City has to offer. The more scandalous, the better, because no matter what happens, she and Preston will never marry. This one is basically they're childhood best friends, and she's actually a tennis player, which I think is awesome. And he comes back from Paris and wants to be with her and ruins her engagement. But I really enjoyed it. Looking back, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of problematic things that he does, but I didn't care. I had a great time. Then we have my 4 Testadaires that I bought. These are 4 that I hadn't owned yet. And I need because we are doing a Testadaire read-along. So I got A Week to Be Wicked. I am not going to read the back of these because I like to go into them not really knowing a ton. So if you want to know, you can look it up. But I got A Week to Be Wicked. Do You Want to Start a Scandal? Unfortunately, none of these have step backs, but that's okay. A Lady by Midnight. And Romancing the Duke. I think these are the only 4 of that I didn't own. Obviously, I'll have to go back and look. But yes. So then we'll go with the 2-for-1, the indies that I got at the Target 2-for-1 sale. Target does have quite a few indies. You just have to. It's hard. They're not the easiest. You just kind of have to know what authors you want to look at and just search those authors, and those their books will come up first. There's a ton of other options, but so the 1st book I got is Gravity by Sarah Kate. I don't know a ton about this other than Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl absolutely loves it. It's like a father, it's like a why can't I think, love triangle between a father, his son, and a woman. So I'm excited to get to this. I hate that it's a shiny cover, but that's fine. Then I got Scarred and Wretched. I have read Scarred. I absolutely loved it. This is the 2nd book in the Never After series. They don't actually have anything. They're not interconnected at all. And then I got Wretched, which is the 3rd book in the Never After series. I like how I read The Bride Goes Rogue back, and then I haven't read any of the other ones. That's fine. But Scarred is a human version of Lion King retelling. It is really good. I really enjoyed it. Had a great time with it. And in these, the hero, or the bad guy, the villain gets the girl. Then we have Wretched, which I believe is a Wicked Witch of the West retelling. So not a Disney book. Not Disney, but that's okay. This might be my favorite cover of all three of them. So I'm excited to get to that one. Then I got Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Geisinger. Unfortunately, they didn't have Cardinal Urges, which was my favorite in the series so far. But I figure I'm probably going to end up loving them all and wanting to own them all. So I went with Ruthless Creatures. And then I got Wolfgang Wild by Juliet Cross. I absolutely adored this book when I read it in April. It is such a fun and cute romance, slow burn. Like Alpha and Mateo are definitely book boyfriends, but I absolutely adored this. And so had to get this one. And then my favorite of the Fallen Men series so far, Good Gone Bad by Gianna Darling. Danner, Lion, and HR are fantastic. I absolutely adored them. Age Gap, good guy, bad girl romance. So much fun. Such a fun spin on things. Actually, I believe Wretched is a good guy, bad girl also. So, great time. Loved it. And then the last book that I got is one of my absolute favorite books from last year. It's by a new-ish author. It is Broken Records by Brie Bennett. I adored this book. It is a marriage of convenience, age gap, rock star romance. It starts in New York, but there's a small town vibe when you go, because like where the girl's from is a small town. This is surprisingly hard hitting. Like there's a lot. The heroine has like PTSD from a past relationship of abuse. So that is mentioned. Do know that going in. You don't see it on page. It's not there. There's something that happened and she mentioned, like talks about it. But neurodiverse heroine, crazy. It's like, it's just so much fun. I absolutely adored this. Such a good book. So good. If you read any books that I ever recommend, read this one. It is so good. And I mean, that's not very long, but it packs a dang punch. And like, there's only like 400 reviews on Goodreads, so go read it. Get this book out there. Brie Bennett is awesome. She also just had her second book in her Sparrow Hill series come out. It's Mother Road, and I'm excited to get that. I haven't gotten to it yet. Hopeful in June or in July that I get to it. But yeah, that is my haul. My ridiculous 13 book haul. Did I need to buy 13 books? No. The good thing is, majority of these from the Target, majority of the ones from Target sale, original, the first 6 that I bought, I had already owned, or I had already read. The only ones I hadn't read were Gravity and Wretched, and the only reason I bought Wretched was because I know that, I think these were picked up by a publisher, or she's like re-releasing them in like a hardcover version, and I didn't want to miss out on getting the paperbacks and having one that didn't match or not getting it, because like I said, I'm pretty sure Wretched is my favorite of the 3 covers. And so even though I haven't read it yet, and I'm trying to be better about only buying books that I've read, which then of course I hadn't read like any of the historicals, but I'm trying to be better about buying books that I haven't read. I did want to get a Sarah Kate because I'm going to a signing and she will be there. So, and this was the only one that was available, so that is why I got this one. Plus I have heard great things. And then Wretched, again, I just wanted to have the cover. And then because I am doing a book club, I like to own the books that I do for my book club, for the Testadare read along. So that's why I got those. And then I did read The Air Sun. So, I mean, I had read quite a good amount of them. And then the Testadares I will be reading, like there's, they will be read within the next calendar year. So between now and I think it goes, my read-along's going from like July to June. So they will be read within a calendar year. So I'm not upset about it. And I like to own them because I am kind of the leader and I like of the group. I mean, it's a group effort, but I'm the one that go through, I break it up so that people that are slower readers I do it by like in a week, how many pages it would take to read the book in a week, each day, breaking it down. So I like to own them. I like to write in them. I like to tab them so that I have things to talk about when we do our discussions. But yeah, that is all I have for now. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these. Let me know if you went, like, you participated in the Target 2-for-1 sale. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps my channel grow. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye!